Hello everybody and welcome back to Anno 1800, to the last episode before the African DLC. In this episode, well, I want to wrap up a few things in Crown Falls that we have, so that we have everything then ready once we go to Africa. Now, first of all, what we can see here is that, well, we still have plenty of empty space here and, well, dirt roads as well that we can make with, or that we can decorate with a few trees there. And for the few of you that asked me to have a walkthrough of the city, we're going to also do that in this episode here, so stay tuned if you want to have a little walkthrough. Then we're doing that at the end of this video. Now let's just beautify our town there. We do have another little area here, and well, I really do like the industrial ornament, so we're going to put another industrial ornament in here. So we do need the brick wall gate, this one here, this beauty, and let's have that, yeah, here, because we can squeeze it in here in a more or less symmetrical fashion. And then we have the brick wall around it. So this is a little compound where, well, people store their stuff, or, well, one or two factories, that is. Let's also have a curvy one, an angle. This one here, I so do love them. You can't imagine that how much I like these industrial ornaments. They just remind me of so many beautiful books and movies and Assassin's Creed Syndicate and stuff like that, childhood memories, and this is just looking beautiful there. So let's have a water tower as well. Let's actually have two water towers because people need water, obviously. Some water tanks. Oops, not like that. Let's have a tank here, another water tank there for those water towers there, and then we have a shed or something where people can, yeah, I don't know, homeless people can probably live in or something like that. And then let's see, some crates here. Actually, there are some bigger crates, this one here and this one here, and then a little path going through all of that. So a little industrial compound that we have there. I really do like how that looks and how we can make, well, more parks kind of like this. So this is a park in my opinion, and we can have more of them. There we have another dirt road that we certainly should not be having anymore in Crown Falls. So let's have some more ornaments here, or some, well, trees, that is. We do want to have more trees. There we have a few trees here and a few flowers as well that we can squeeze in there. Some of you suggested that I should have some of these farmer ornaments with, well, the apple trees, and this is just a very good idea that I like. So let's have that. We just need to find a location for that. Now over here, there, oh yeah, we have some ruins there. I absolutely did not see that. But what we still should do here is some additional paved roads. In that case, and I think this district is more or less finished. I don't want to have farmers here though in the harbor district, so let's just get rid of those farmers there, and then let's just have paved roads again that kind of fill in the harbor area here. So the harbor area usually is of course something that is not so pretty. We do have some industrial buildings here. Perhaps here we can squeeze in some more trees into these empty spots that I left everywhere there. So this is actually looking quite fine if we have some trees here and there. Also on this side here, making the whole area much greener. A watering hole that we can squeeze in, and some temperate growth because that is a bit more mixed, so that we have some bushes there as well, stuff like that. Nice one. Now let's have a look. There we have something in the center that we should not have here, so let's have some ornaments there. And then here we might just, well, not have farmer ornaments because they just don't fit in here, but we can have, I hate it when it's not symmetrical. We could have two of them here side by side, and then probably, no, not an industrial wall, but some normal ornaments just here. Have a few of those fountains. There actually everything looks pretty full now. There we still have something here. So here we could have, let's see, a smaller park or something like that. So with, yeah, a fence around it. Just where we have our central station. And then we kind of like have an entrance. Yeah, let's have an entrance here consisting of two arcs. Like that. And over here then we have the corner. Whoops, not like that. Another corner here. And another corner here. Some newspaper guy. Once again, we know what we have to do here. My people are happy. Look at the influence, 400 influence. I have no idea what I should be doing with that. There we have that. And now what I want to do here is having these very hard to find sometimes fountains. There they are, with the farmers actually. And then we can have 2 of them here. And they just fit in there nicely. I like this one. Just where we have our train station. Oh, beautiful here. A nice little area. I could definitely imagine myself living here in one of these houses there. Beautiful. As we have this park there. Especially when we go then, once again, to the first person perspective in this park here.
A free people with freedom to
what a beautiful city. And I really also love the skyscrapers that you can then see from, even from a first person perspective, between all the other buildings. Amazing. Together with our beautiful palace there. Now, Crown Falls is not the only place that we want to beautify a bit. We also have, well, Port Royale. Port Royale is our other capital, and that is the capital of the New World. And there's still a bit of work to do here. So Port Royale obviously does also need more paved roads. We do have enough bricks for Port Royale. In fact, it's capped. So we can just have plenty of that as well to make this city look a bit more civilized. That's exactly how it should be looking. After all, it's a royal town in honor of our queen. Apart from paving the roads, what we can also have here is some smaller parks. So there we have a nice little compound here where we can have a park. We do have the fences as well for the New World. That is something I especially like. And as you know, I do like the fences. So over here we have them as well. Then we have the angles. And also here. And then we have, let's see, perhaps, yeah, in the middle there. Surrounded by flowers. Here, 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 and here we have then the entrance to that whole thing here. No, that doesn't look good. The paved roads don't belong in there. So in this case, we probably will just use the bushes, or this one doesn't really fit. We do have the grass that might fit in here, or that one here, the Plaza Street. That's also what we can do. But we now have the plaza ornaments for the New World. That is something that's pretty good. In that case, we might as well just have some crossroads there in the middle where people can then walk around. That is something, as you can see, a big town there as well. Let's have another ornament over here. Some more fountains. We do have the stone flower pots. A duck pond. We could have a duck pond here in the middle of the whole thing. And this is then surrounded by some palm trees. Here we have the entrance then for this thing.
See, I'm breaking the cycle of poverty.
Oh, he's purchasing the shares of one of my islands, but that is just such a small, insignificant island that I really don't want that. So we can just focus again on our ornaments. Some flowers there. And let's have some flowers here too. While we continue having our paved roads here for Port Royale. And what we can still do is, well, upgrade a few more buildings as well.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Another special person, should we look that up? Probably. Let's have some more upgrades here though first. I have so many farmers in the New World, so I really don't care about having more obreros here now. In this case, over here a few more. Those guys here can finally upgrade. Our little garden district that we have here. Oh, and there we still have some. Right, and far up here we also have enough farmers, especially around the gardens there. We could have more obreros. And there we have some empty space once again for the palm trees that we can squeeze in. Oh, and we also have the pathway ornaments now from the botanical gardens in the New World. Though I don't think that it fits really because, you know, this is a southern tropical area, and those gardens have usually the western or the continental trees. A big town. I never imagined having such a big town in the New World. And that certainly makes up for a new interesting playthrough then, with all the mods there on extreme difficulty. There we have that. Beautiful. So, nice little town there. Port Royale. And it's even going up there. That's beautiful, with the mountains in the background. Exactly how I imagined a beautiful, big New World town. And to say goodbye to Port Royale for now, let's have a smaller walk here through that town. These buildings look absolutely amazing, colorful and whatnot. And yeah, we could walk around here quite a lot because it's such a big town. There is my favorite place of leisure time, the boxing arena. And Jack the Beast is fighting against Ramon the Killer. Nice one. We don't have any trains in here, but you don't need that for Port Royale, since, well, you don't really need electricity here, so no need for oil. It's just a small cozy town with a big harbor down there where the ships are coming in and out. Beautiful. Back in Crown Falls, what we can still do here, we still have a few empty spots there. Usually I like to have trees there as well, but we could also have just big avenues like this one here. And there we have a bit of a green spot, so let's use one of the towers. We are not really using them quite often. Those towers there, I think they look really nice as an ornament there in the middle, squeezing it in. And then we have, as you can see, there's something for sale here, so we can have a street going to that. And then around that, well, we might just have a few ornaments, like, for example, memorial statue. No, that wouldn't fit, but the elephant fits. We could have the element here. We have these stands, so there is some information on them, I guess. We just really see the Anno logo there, but it still could be for that. And then on the other side here, we have some fountains or the lions. Yes, why not? Let's have the lions here. And then the whole thing is surrounded by some trees. Right, so there we would have another smaller spot here where we could squeeze something in. For example, yeah, that's always the difficulty here with the fountains there. I really like symmetry. In that case, we don't have that here. This is better. There we have it now in the center. And I think I found the perfect pathway for this certain tile here, because this one has more like this orange tile, and here we have the same color then for that. A little nice plaza there as well for those guys there. Oh, and we are creating more and more of these Great Eastern there. Look at that, with those beautiful new skins. I really like this one, the metallic look of it. Another thing that I noticed is we are always looking at Crown Falls from this perspective, so we're only seeing the shadows, and just look what happens when I turn the camera. Well, we're seeing the side where the sun is shining upon, and this is just looking much more friendly. So this is the town how it actually looks when it's, well, coming with the sun. And here we might just have now one of these smaller farmer gardens with the apple trees around it. So here apple cider is being produced. First of all, of course, we do need some fences again, since I love fences. And in that case, let's have the fences go all the way up here, and you can already see that this is going to be a big farmer garden. We do, however, also need some corners here and here. Of course, we do need an entrance then, that we have here. And I think for that, do we have something special? Wooden fence entrance, right? Something like that. There we have it. And now, let's see what we can do out of this one here. So as you can see, there is some grass. Usually, I think it's grass pathways that we have here that kind of like define the whole thing. So it's going to the other side here, so you're only going on grass. But of course, that's not really fitting. So let's have dirt roads. I don't think we have received any other street kind of for the farmers, you know. So in that case, it wouldn't make sense to have palace tiles here and something like that. So in that case, that should be fine. And then we have a few ornaments, like we have a well, of course. They need wells. Let's have one street going over here. And one street going over here. Actually, this is looking like a fighter jet now in Star Wars. And then some apple trees. So we have the apple trees over here, where the cider is being produced. The same thing here. Y2 here. Of course, we could also have, let's see, some other ornaments. We do have especially the farmer ornaments there in the middle. So we have, for example, a wagon. Hay bowls don't fit in here, but we can definitely have the clothesline. Of course, an outhouse for the farmer. And then another wagon here. A swing, why not? For the children to play. And let's see what else can we squeeze in here. Log pile. Sure thing. One log pile, and here, well, I don't know, a flower bed, most likely. Let's have a little flower bed there as well. Nice ones. A little apple or cider plantation here that we have just beside our museum, where it gets more greener than over there, because, you know, there's nothing over there anymore. Looking like pure nature that we also have in this little paradise island of ours. Amazing. I like it, and the first people are already going for a little stroll in our cider garden that we have there, just here at the edge of the town of our city. And with that, we're going to leave it at for that for now. I'm going to have a stroll through that beautiful city here without commentary now, and if you like that, you can just continue watching. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this little let's play of Anno modded, and we're going to continue then right with the new DLC, Land of Lions, the African DLC, where we go for the African continent finally. And until then, wish you all the best. Stay tuned.
Travel forward a little weird. I see another biscuit. I say, at least it's cheap. Where did you say you come from?
Ship constructed.
Very decency to tip his hat. So you haven't done those gladly?
I want to know if those piano fortunes were money well spent.
The people celebrate your leadership.
What did you say it was embroidered with?
I shall not permit my cravat to be rotten.
Well, have you not been introduced?